Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am Nicole, and this is Letting It Be So. I'm back with an episode of Friday Sews, which is the hashtag started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, which is just, a way for all of the peeps to catch everyone up on everything that they have been getting up to over the past week. I didn't have a Friday Sews episode last week because I had been away over for most of the weekend, for like 3/4 of the weekend, to a friend's 40th birthday party, and had also been busy in like the week as well, so I just hadn't had any time to sew, so I literally had no sewing to show you, and also no time to film and edit and all the other stuff that goes along with it as well. So that's why there wasn't one last week, but I did post the second part of my handmade wardrobe review instead on the Friday, just so to try and keep up the consistency of having something up every week to try and make the YouTube algorithm happy. But I have plenty to show you this week. Apologies for, I can see that there's an awful reflection going on in my glasses. I'm filming this on my lunch break, and whilst it's lovely that it is gloriously sunny here for once, even though it is not the warmest, but it is lovely and sunny, but that means the sun at this time of day is coming sort of like directly into my window, so I've had to like pull pull the blind down just so that the sun isn't just like directly burning into my retinas, but I think now it's created like another weird lighting situation, so apologies if that's kind of annoying, but at this time of year you've got to take the light and the time where you get it right, so them's the breaks. Alright, I'll kick things off with what I'm wearing. So this is the Hug Hoodie, which I think the name of the company is Made It Patterns. So this is quite an old make, like this is a long time make, but I don't tend to wear it as much. I think because I really like my Linden Jarrahs, and I don't know why this doesn't get put on because I do love the style. So I've made it colour blocked. So I've got my hood, and then I've got the main body pieces, and if I levitate, you can see that it's got this like crossover detail. So all of my body pieces are in this really lovely sort of marbled effect, French terry, that was completely inspired by seeing Michelle from the Sewing Bunny had bought this fabric, and then I've just got some plain, it was called French terry when I bought it. I can't remember where I bought it from because it was a long time ago, but it is like very thin, like it's kind of it's definitely not like a cotton jersey because it doesn't have like the same like recovery, but it's very thin, but it works for this, I think, having it on the sleeves, and it's also like the lining of my hood, so you don't want anything like super stiff, or at least I don't. So but I really do want to make another one of these. I think when I was looking through my wardrobe, I sort of wondered, why haven't I made another one? So I think I can see another one in my future at some point in the not too distant future. So I've got not one, not two, but 3 finished makes to share with you this week, which is funny considering last week I didn't have anything, but obviously I was already like very close to finishing one thing when I last filmed, so I was expecting to at least have that one done, but the other 2 were pleasant surprises to be able to get done. So the first thing that I have finished is my Tilly and the Buttons Marnie blouse in this gorgeous viscose fabric that I think I was having to look at my notes to remind myself where I had bought this from, because obviously this is one of the Rita Hansen prints, so like a whole bunch of different fabric shops like had this, so I think I got a bit confused about who I'd bought what from. So I think I bought this one from Simple Life Fabrics. I think possibly in another video I said I bought it from So. but they definitely do have it, and yeah, I do love that shop as well. So but yeah, I did get this particular one was bought by from Simple Life Fabrics. So you can see I showed last week, but I've got my pin tucks with the undulations. So I've got my sleeves, so I didn't have the pin tucks on the sleeve, so I've just got the balloon sleeve going, the balloon sleeve going into the cuff with the elastic. And yeah, the only thing, I mean, it's like so finished, you know, there's no more sewing, there's no more machine sewing to do, but the only thing I haven't done yet is put the button on the back, so you can see you've got the yoke, and I've got the little rouleau loop, but I haven't sewn on the button. And I did find one, I've picked one out of my stash, but yeah, I've just been lazy, and yeah, haven't got to sewing it on yet. So yeah, I need to do that so that I can button it up properly, and because I have put it on to like check the fit, and I am happy with it. It actually didn't come up as long as I was perhaps expecting. I feel like from some of the photos on the like pattern and one thing and another, I thought it was going to be really, really long, but it's actually not too bad. So I don't think that I will make any changes to the length of this pattern if I make it. Well, I say if, I really do want to make another one. But yeah, I have put it on to make sure I was happy with the fit, and I am, so that's really great. So yeah, really love this. It's definitely, you know, I feel like it's wearable now, and also equally it's going to be good for like in spring when it gets a bit warmer as well, because obviously it's viscose, so it's not, you know, it's not going to be crazy hot once things get a little bit warmer. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. I think it's really pretty, and yeah, nice to have something, because, you know, I do love my jersey sewing, but it was nice to have something a little bit more involved, like get a different kind of concentration, some different techniques, because I'd never done these kind of pin tucks before on that. So I think it was a good make in terms of like testing my sewing skills. So that is make number 1, which is the mind blouse. Alright, so make number 2 is yet another Linden sweatshirt. I bought this French terry from Jenny Stitches in her January sale, and yeah, I knew I just wanted it to be a simple sweatshirt, and I was really keen to get it, you know, sewn up and in my wardrobe and in rotation. So I cut out a Linden, and here it is. So it's this really fun lilac French terry, a thinner French terry, not as thin as whatever the hell this is, but like, yeah, it's not as thick as some French terries. So it's this lilac colour with these turquoise minty sort of abstract shapes on it. And you can see I've got the raglan here. I have made absolutely everything on it in the self fabric. I was initially considering doing like grey ribbing, but I changed my mind. So yeah, I've got cuffs and hemband all in that, and that was out of a metre of this fabric. So yeah, there's that. And then the thing I decided to do, which is a bit different, is I used Rachel from the French Seams, her little tutorial about adding a little bit of neckband bias binding to sort of neaten up and make pretty the inside of your jersey garments. So that was something new to me, and it was really cool. I really like the effect that that's given. And I also added one of the Cozy Club handmade labels that I bought a couple of weeks ago as well. The only thing that I would say is that I do need to do a little bit of thread trimming as well, but the stitching on the back has kind of, I don't know whether it's going to come out on camera, but I think this needs a wash and a press as well. But I think because this is like a printed French terry, and so it's like the fabric is, you can see on the inside the fabric is white. It does seem, and because it is that little bit thinner, it is kind of like, you get that kind of, you know how when jersey stretches and you can sometimes see the white through a printed fabric, it's kind of doing a bit of that in like the stitch lines. But I'm going to give it like I say, a wash and a press, and sometimes that can help like stitches to like sort of settle in and one thing and another. So yeah, it's the only thing that I'm a bit, you know, I won't say annoyed about, but like I'm not 100% happy about. But yeah, I think this is super cute. Feels very like children's television presenter, quite out there, but I know we'll get lots of wear out of this. So yeah, that's another London. And then the third thing that I have made is another Tilly and the Buttons Billie sweatshirt. You remember I made a floral one a few weeks ago and I was really happy with it. And yeah, then I bought some cotton sweatshirting from the Mazzy in their flash sale and some ribbing that matched because I wanted another one and I wanted a plain one. So that is what I've done. So I've done exactly the same as I did before. So it's the balloon sleeve version. So you can see you've got the gathering up here and the gathering into the cuff. Again, I didn't do the pockets because yeah, I just think that adds a weird shape where you don't necessarily want a weird shape. This is, I've literally just finished this and it's really like crumpled up because where this is a thicker fabric than the one they used for my floral one, it was a bit of a fight. Like getting the fabric into these cuffs was a bit of a mission. I'm not sure my overlocker was massively happy about it, but like, so yeah, it's kind of got a different feel to it. It's a bit more structured, but you know, I think this is definitely more of a like round the house one than perhaps my floral one. I'd feel a bit, yeah, I feel like if I wore this to work I might feel a bit underdressed, like I'd come in pyjamas a bit. But I think one thing I am considering, like I know I've just said, oh, it's finished. I was thinking maybe of putting some kind of like patch pocket or something on there. Like I do have some fabric left. I don't know, or just something, I don't know, in a different fabric, just something on the front to like, you know, perk it up a little bit. But I haven't tried this on yet, so I'm gonna put it on and see how I feel and see if, yeah, I do want to add, yeah, some sort of motif or just something. I don't know whether I've got some, like, you know, I've got quite a few different stitches on my machine. Like it's not got embroidery, like full on embroidery features, but you know, it's got some fun stitches, so maybe there's something in that. Yeah, so it might, you know, this is finished, but it might get added to. But yeah, I am definitely pleased to have another one of these, and this one, like, I don't know if you can see, but it's got this like really lovely, like fleecy backed, yeah, the inside of, you know, the wrong side of the fabric is that lovely fleeciness, so it's going to be super cozy to be hanging out in, yeah, probably around the house, etc. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'd be curious to see if anyone has any ideas. Like, so if I want to put something on the front, what would you put on the front? Let me know in the comments. Alright, that is everything I have made over the past couple of weeks. I haven't got anything else cut out at the moment. I will probably be doing some cutting out on Friday evening. Yeah, I'm not sure necessarily what I want to cut out next. I'm looking to the side of me to see what I've got on my ironing board. Yeah, I'm not sure. I could cut out another Marnie. I have some like cotton fabrics that I would quite like to try it in. You know, obviously the one I've just done is a viscose, but I feel like it might be quite nice to have yeah, have a cotton one as well. So yeah, that might be something, but I don't think they've been pre-washed. So yeah, I need to have a look and see what I think. So yeah, there could be another Marnie in my future very soon. So we will see. But yeah, I think that's all of the like sewing related stuff that I have to share. In terms of other stuff to catch you up on, so yeah, I went to a friend's 40th birthday, which was really lovely. They just had hired out a small venue to have friends, family, that kind of thing. So it's nice to see people that I haven't seen for a long time. And yeah, we had a boogie. There was plenty of requests for the music of our teenage years, because there's people I've known since I was at school. So our desire for music was very much songs of that time, the 90s, early noughties, that kind of thing. So yeah, that was really nice. What else has happened? I was at the football at the weekend. We had an evening game at the main stadium for the Spurs women. So they normally play most of their home games at a ground that belongs to Leyton Orient, but they've had 3 games, or will be having 3 games at the main stadium in Tottenham. So that was on Sunday night. It was a bit sad because the kickoff was 6:45 on a Sunday night, which, given the general crowd of women's football, which is a bit more family orientated, the game had been due to be on at 2:00, and then the television company said that they would be broadcasting it, which meant that then the time changed. And because obviously men's football has a long-standing set times that gets shown in this country, that means we got the bum end of the deal, essentially, by having the kick-off at 6:45 on a Sunday evening, which, given that we were playing Manchester United women's teams, obviously sucks for anyone who came from Manchester to watch their team as the away side. So it's a bit sad that, compared to the other game earlier on in the season that we had at that stadium, there were, so much less people. So yeah, the struggles of women's football, even though, we won the Euros before the men, and the men still haven't won anything. It's still not smooth sailing in terms of, not getting the raw end of deals and being a bit of an afterthought. And yeah, not that men's football also doesn't have terrible decisions being made about schedules to fit with TV broadcasters, not thinking about the people who have to travel to the game. But yeah, I'll try and put in a few pictures and stuff so you can see. It was cool. We had a little light show and stuff, because it was obviously a nighttime game, which doesn't normally happen for women's football. But yeah, we didn't win, but we only lost 1-0. So, considering Manchester United have been on form this season and only let in 5 goals to this point in the league, only losing 1-0 was, actually better than I expected. So, that's that.
That you can do the incredible.
And then what's happening this week? Not too much. We're going to have a meet up with our knitting group. We haven't had one since we had our Christmas meal in person. We do Zoom calls in between, and for people who don't live in London. But yeah, we are going to have another meetup. So we're going to go to the South Bank a weekend and have a catch up. So that'll be nice. But yeah, not too exciting. Just it just feels like an achievement for it finally not to be January. January, I think this past January might be the longest January in human existence. It just went on for so long. So yeah, I am very pleased to now be in February. And yeah, that's I think all there is really. Like I say, whilst I have done a lot of sewing, it's been, that's the thing with having had more time to sew, is that I then probably haven't been out doing other things as well. So yeah, that I think is everything that I have to catch you up on. I'm not sure what my next sort of non-Friday Says video might be. I think probably I'd planned, oh, the sun just did a little shift, and now I think it's even less flattering than it was before, so, you know, apologies for the terrible lighting. Yeah, oh, the sun's coming back again. Yeah, it's not great, but we'll deal with it, because this is a, you know, this is a sewing channel, not a beauty channel, so you guys are just gonna have to take me as I come, terrible lighting and all. What was I saying? Yeah, I think maybe it's sorting out this chaos back here, because yeah, it has gone a bit wild, and yeah, I've been a bit lax with putting, I think I've like told myself I'm gonna reorganize it, so then when I've been putting stuff in there, I've just kind of like whacked it in with no real thought. So yeah, I think probably next is going to be look at them through my fabric stash, giving it a bit of a tidy and a reorganise, and yeah, maybe seeing if there's any fabrics that I want to destash. Okay, I'm going to finish up now and go for a walk whilst it's still sunny, and I can, before I have to crack back on with work. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing. I think I am still like, I'm literally one away at the point of filming from 200 subscribers. So it'd be amazing if you could subscribe and give me a like, you know, whatever helps to, share this video to more sewists. Right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will speak to you all again very soon.